hopefully we should be live now.
Yep. You sure are. Oh,
Hello, chat. Hopefully you can hear us. Let me know if anything is wonky. I need to pull up the stream because I want to see the chat.
I can hear you on stream.
Nice. Can you hear you on stream?
That's a good question. Yep. And I'm louder than you,
As always. Should I
just like
turn
in
you
real
down?
life. Yeah, you can turn me down. That's fine.
I think it's because your audio is coming through Discord, you know?
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't know. You can be loud too. That's like your job as the CEO, kind of, I think.
Oh, some of our first viewers. Prongs.
Okay, I've got my pop-out chat set up.
Violetta.
Let's see if I can turn you
Maybe.
down.
All these helpful folks.
We'll turn you down. I turned you to 50 instead of 80. Maybe now you can compare how we sound.
Okay, I will do so. Hello, hello. This is a test. Say something, Steph.
Hello, hello. This is a test.
Yeah, we're pretty good.
At least we're similar volume. Now watch, we're both too low and no one can hear us.
Alicantina. Hello.
Hello.
We were just chatting.
I always love to see the repeat people in the streams. Our frequent viewers. That's a better word.
I know. Thank you for the support.
Yeah. It means a lot to us.
Yeah. Sorry we're running a little late today. We were trying to get the YouTube stream up, but we were struggling with it.
Oh yeah, Cheery, we did not end up going live on YouTube. Sorry.
Yeah.
Every time I checked the button to configure both in Streamlabs, it would turn the other one off. So I'm not really sure why. We'll have to experiment with that another day. Nice. I opened my curtain so it's less dark in here.
Ooh, we have a follower.
Oh, thanks for the follow.
Tika Valkyrie? Is that right? The text is small on my screen.
We are not zoomed in yet. Also, first time chat from Mystic WF2. Welcome. Also, for people filtering in, we will be doing a giveaway at the end of the stream for an early access key, which is exciting. So make sure to stay tuned all the way till the end of the stream. But hopefully the rest of the stream will be fun too. We'll show some really cool game content, talk about what's been going on. A lot of big news coming, so hopefully the whole stream will be fun, but extra special giveaway at the end.
It's been a crazy busy couple of weeks for us. We're going to tell you about all of it.
Yeah.
Crab mounts.
I want some sort of mount so bad. Oh, I forgot to flip my camera horizontally. I don't like this angle.
You can do it again.
I'm gonna do it. Do it live. I don't know why it makes such a big difference to me. I don't know why I care which way it is.
Oh, yeah. Here. I'll flip my own.
I guess it's like looking in a mirror, right? So
Yeah. There we go. I'll flip mine too. It's also weird for me.
Oh, got some more followers. Digital Advantage, thanks for the follow. I think I missed someone else's follow too. I'm sorry. Let's see.
I am also very excited to see people play it for NextFest.
Yeah.
And we're gonna need your help. Mom and Dad are fighting again.
That's our secret. We're always fighting.
Oh.
Also, his name is still Brown.
Why can I not read this? How old am I?
Really old?
Damn it.
Thanks for the follow, Ron Inaris. And this one is not readable. Shulron Ronald 89? Something 89? Thank you for the follow. That's funny. That one I don't feel bad not being able to read. There's no vowels in it.
There's gotta be a mod chat somewhere where it actually spits out these events, right?
Yes, I think. But also I see it in Streamlabs.
Oh, well, that helps.
Awesome. I think we're starting
Welcome, everybody.
We're getting about that time. Are you ready to kick off? You want to wait a few more
Yeah,
minutes?
let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. Who are we? Welcome to the stream. Who are you, Michael?
I am Michael. I'm one of the co-founders here, and I'm the CEO for Treehouse. And recently, I've been working on a bunch of our localization, including some help from some of the lovely people in chat. And welcome, RP Gamer. Thank you for following.
Yeah, thanks for the follow. I'm Stephanie. I think me and Michael are on a lot of these, but if you don't know us, I'm the lead producer at Treehouse, so I handle a lot of what the team is working on day to day, our roadmap, how often playtests get out to you and when, and what goes in them. So that's a lot of what I do, but I also do a bunch of other stuff, like I make surveys for player feedback. I do UI work sometimes. You'll notice a lot of new socials buttons in our client. I did that. If they look squished and bad, that's also my fault. There was a bit of a struggle, but that is what I do. And we're excited to talk to you today.
Like we were saying at the start, in case people are just filtering in, we are going to be doing a giveaway of the early access key to the game. And that felt extra thematic because we're heading toward this really big milestone for us, which is going to be in NextFest and a bunch of shows that we're going to be in, and actually announcing our official launch date. We would just tell you because that's more our style, but we are contractually obligated to wait until the trailer. So that's a little, I guess that's
Them's the breaks.
big marketing life, I guess. But you won't have to wait too long. We're going to be blasting it everywhere on Sunday. So we're going to see some events. But even just in the last week or so, it's been a pretty exciting time for us. You guys have been helping us. All of our alpha playtesters have been helping us with hardening the build that is going to be up on the Steam demo very shortly. So thank you very much. And that's actually led to a lot of people playing the game for the first time and some news coverage that has been really, really cool. So we have a little snapshot of some of that. Do you just want to follow
Yeah,
me
I'm following you.
while I'm
Let's go.
gesticulating?
Yes.
So yeah, if you guys haven't seen, we've had a bunch of just recent news and pop-up moments. There are a few people streaming the game right now in Voyagers, which is really, really cool. But we just started to see some of this pickup as we started to reach out to more players, to press over the last, week and a half or so. One of them is this article from Vice, which is really cool, about comparing us to playable Moana. And they were really, really kind, had a lot of nice things to say about the game, which was really cool. Diddle, thank you for playtesting with us.
Yes.
Honestly, we're really appreciative of the feedback we're getting. So you guys are doing us a huge favor. So yeah, don't feel like we're just welcome in your early sneak peek. Of course we want that to feel true, but we're also like, dude, please tell us if there are bugs. But it's been really cool to see a lot of new people sort of finding and reacting to the game, which we always love. And right now, especially, we're trying to sort of push that outward into greater visibility because, it's really hard to get discovered, especially nowadays. I feel like this is sort of a game developer reality. But, the default isn't to push something out and then people are like, oh, this game sucks, fix this, blah, blah, blah. The default is actually you push something out there and it's just a total silence. It's like no one ever knew you even tried to do something. So to hear not just some feedback, which we always appreciate, but actually people getting kind of excited is really cool. And often we sort of have to sit back and reflect on, oh man, that's actually really cool to see these things sort of stacking up. Hey folks, hey Foxy, hey Sarah. So yeah, we've seen a couple of these sort of montages of games that are coming in. Hey, what are awesome co-op games? What are awesome cozy flavored games? What are games coming to NextFest? They're helping us get a lot of visibility, and that's really helpful for us. So thank you guys so much for featuring us. It's been really exciting to see our game appear in other places, even just on our own algorithm, just sort of popping up, and they're like, oh my god, that's us. and you guys probably have seen this too in our Discord, just the names just sort of rattling by as people are joining the game and responding to Cheery reaching out to more people playtesting, which is really cool. And we're trying to do our best to track some of the different playtesting and what streams are popping up. So appreciate everyone for the support. All of it is so helpful for visibility.
Also,
And
it's
we're
so fun to
hoping,
like see people on stream having fun with the game too. I was watching a group last night, and they were so funny, and they were having so much fun. There were so many like shenanigans, people like dying to the sharks, and then abandoning each other with the boat and stuff. It was awesome. So it's really so cool to like actually see our game really being played too by more and more people and having like legitimate like joy and fun with it versus even just like the playtesting where I think everyone has fun too, but that's so much more focused on like helping us find bugs and helping give feedback. But it's really nice to see like, oh yeah, just like actually people can just go into our game and like have fun. That's awesome. Welcome into the chat, Melzy.
yeah. We each of us have hundreds and thousands of hours in the game at this point, and usually it's just from a very functional testing perspective. So it's easy to get tunnel vision, and seeing people play the game from like a just straight like am I having fun perspective is really nice and refreshing.
Yeah.
Um, we're hoping that this is tip of the iceberg stuff, and that we're going to be ramping upward into other cool moments happening very soon. So actually, we wanted to share with you guys sort of like a timeline of some stuff that's like happening over the next like 5 days, because, dude, it's NextFest. It's like for sort of I don't know how much other people talk about this, but it's sort of like an indie must if you're launching a PC game to go through NextFest. And there are so many shows and other events that always happen in the summer that are really big for discovering games, getting news out, and we're doing our best to participate in a bunch of these to try and get the word out about the game, because we're really coming up into like sort of the final tunnel before we launch the game into early access. So even just starting tomorrow, oh god, we got some bugs to still fix.
That's what we're doing right after this dev stream, baby.
Yeah, literally right before and after this, we were testing to try and fix this other bug. But we're going to be bringing this update that you guys have been helping us harden and test to the public Steam demo tomorrow morning, Pacific time. And this is so broader, everybody can start to play, start to pick up some of the attention and drive some more of the visibility and be like, dude, if you're just wandering in from one of these videos, you're seeing the most polished version of the game that we put out at this point. So exciting, a little nerve-wracking, of course, for more visibility. Welcome, Sleepy Luca. Prongs is I feel like got the classic experience of it, where I'm just like, oh my god, like so many cool games, and then now working on the development side, you're actually like, no, as far like outside of launch, it's the single biggest source of attention and wish lists. Full stop. Period.
Yeah.
Unless you have some crazy pop off, like can't really plan for it, insane unicorn virality, it's NextFest, which is really, really, fascinating. And it's like a whole thing to study and plan for. But it's also like, oh boy, like this is kind of go time. And then this is a little bit more of an intimate show. But, in LA, there's all these different events happening right now, Summer Games Fest and different shows and stuff. But there's also an in-person show called the Mixed Summer Game Showcase that we got accepted to. So some of us in LA, like about a third of our team is in LA, is going to be heading over to this space in downtown to actually show off our game in real life and meet other devs and maybe some members of the press. So if you guys happen to be going to there, look out for us. We're going to try and wear our treehouse hoodies and stuff.
Oh, but it's so hot, Michael.
I know.
Oh no.
But it's going to be nighttime, and it rained yesterday and stuff.
Our
Anyway,
treehouse
so
hoodies,
that's-
for anyone that doesn't know, they're like hella fleece lined, so they are very warm.
Yeah, it was like a cool style choice and kind of a weird choice as far as our LA population goes, but what are you gonna do? On Saturday, we have a
Oh my God.
new
It's the first time
uh,
I'm seeing that graphic, just so we know.
some new footage coming out about the game. A little trailer for this intimate show, the women-led game show. And they really focus on more of the developer aspect of like, hey, where are studios that have like women in leadership and a lot of women devs. Steph, as you've seen, is a lead at our studio, and she's going to be doing her VO debut with a little intimate look at a bit of like what we're working on here. And that's going to be tomorrow, I think at, oh gosh, is it 10 a.m., I think, Pacific? So if you guys are around, if you're watching the show, you're going to see a little snippet and a little sneak peek from Steph uh, offering her footage and VO over a trailer. And then this one is, I think, one of the premier events out of the Summer Games Fest. So this is a very large show. It's called the PC Gaming Show. This is sort of like a now recurring sort of like core classic where they have millions of viewers, but it's also just dozens of really awesome games. We've been working on a new trailer to share there as well. That is pretty important for us because it includes our launch date announcement. And, you know, if we just sort of had our own sort of game plan for this, we would just play it for you right now. Unfortunately, this is the thing that we're contractually obligated to save for them to reveal exclusively. But they actually just put up this trailer for us.
Oh, yeah, you can see a
last
snippet.
week.
True.
Yeah, that we can show you, and it has a little snippet.
Oh, I'm supposed to hit it. I'm like in spectator mode.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I guess you do have to hit it.
Yeah,
Thank you for the follow.
Let's see. Let's try this out. Oh, oh Lord. Oh my God, it's so loud for me. You can also see all these other cool games. I saw a message in chat, so I'll take a moment to turn Michael a little bit up.
Yes, stop.
Stop oppressing you.
Yeah, stop oppressing me.
Oh my God. Can't control the YouTube algo, dude. Awesome.
That's pretty exciting for us. And as soon as that trailer's live, it's going to be going up on our Steam store page. We're going to be updating the date on our Steam page as well to have the actual announcement. So yeah, it was really cool for them to feature us. I was not expecting it because I think they have like 70 or 80 games in there. And I was like, oh my God, they actually had like 3 different shots of ours in there.
So did they even tell us?
No, they didn't tell us.
That's funny. We found out at the same time.
Curie and I were just like, wait, like, why wouldn't they tell us? Like, we would be like, helping anyway. So that's really cool. We're going to be doing a little team watch party, which is going to be fun. But we're very excited for this. This is also hopefully a chance to reach a lot of new players and, you know, a lot of like our types of players that have been really deep into our playtesting. We're hopeful that we're going to find a bunch of them through the PC Gaming Show. And then all of that is actually the build up and kickoff for Steam Next Fest itself. So on June 9th is also very important. To pull back some of the developer curtain on this, Steam is crazy powerful. You know, we're all using Steam, but Steam has like 150 million people who use it every month, and Steam has tremendous power in terms of showing you like other games, recommendations. Hey, you played this, maybe you'll like this, to the tune of like tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of viewers. And NextFest is pretty much this like super hub, like a big old marketplace that's happening, where if your game is getting shown, if your game is getting people to click on it, if people are actually downloading and playing the game, if they're taking the wish list action, then they show you to more and more people. And so that's why we're trying to make as much noise as possible, updating the demo, participating in these shows, is because we're trying to drive as much traffic as possible, specifically starting on the 9th. Hopefully some of the waves that we're starting to make over the weekend filter out through like Monday and Tuesday, and we start to catch like favor in the algorithm. And so on Monday, people are going to be able to start playing. We're going to have a couple other things taking off, including our first ever Twitch drops, which is really cool. Hopefully, just making it feel sort of like a big, sort of like shared moment for all of us. And we have a lot of streamers who have been like such huge, helpful members of our community, like and advocates for the game. Anyone watching any Voyagers of Nera stream for 30 minutes will be able to unlock this new recipe in game for the Twitch Monoflare, which is like this firework you can shoot off in game that's a different style color than the base one, and you can use it to like coordinate with friends and take really pretty screenshots and stuff. And this is kind of our test run for some bigger giveaways. Uh, uh, which I guess I can just share to this
Also,
group. We'll have
Michael,
to
there's a
say it
really
again.
good question in chat that's going to tee you
Oh,
up well,
oh,
I think, for participating in NextFest is also an investment for gaming companies, too. So anything we can do to help?
wow. Thank you, Melody Rose Games. Which is not a plant, but if I could have planted a question in the audience, I would have planted that. Helping us share, get the word out, bring the game to other people is absolutely so helpful. We need help from every person here to share news about Voyagers. We have a lot of social media we're going to be posting, trailers to share, and we have just uh, uh, like a ton of. I'm sorry. Just to break my sales pitch for a second, I've started to do this thing that I feel like has earned me a bit of a trolley reputation on the team of just like
It's
god
totally
awful
Michael's thing.
Photoshop. Yeah, because this is like all I'm capable of as the CEO in terms of artwork, but I hope it's effective. We need help sharing news about the game, helping get the word out to your friends, spread our social media, getting people to Wishlist and visit the page and actually play the demo starting on Monday is huge for us. It's totally that exact thing of riding the Steam algorithm, getting people to actually engage with the game on Steam is the closest sign they have of like, oh wow, people might actually like buy and play the game when it goes live. We want to show more people this game because people are actually showing us real interest. So if you can help spread the word on that, that is crazy, crazy helpful to us. There are a couple specific things, right? And beyond the wish listing and the sharing and the actually playing of the demo, and this is really important for our crew here because so many of the folks in this chat, so many familiar names are playing on the Steam Voyagers app,
The alpha.
and that's our playtest app. And we actually need people to play on the public Steam demo app because that is what is driving the metrics for Steam. And don't worry, some people had some issues running into the save file sort of collisions between the two. We fixed that. That's long fixed. They're saved in different places, and you won't run into a problem with that anymore. And also, good to start playing on the Voyagers demo app because we won't update that as if you want your builds to live longer, that's the place to go. Oh, do you mind following me again, Steph?
Oh,
I've
oops.
scrolled down.
Sorry. My memory of zooming in on the photo desynced
Oh,
us.
okay. Yes, wish list, share our posts, and after June 9th, play on the public Steam demo app. And related to that, I felt a little like, oh, is this like asking too much of people? Is this like kind of like pleading hat in hand? But I'm also like, you know what? If that's what it takes, I'll totally do it. But I've also started to think about this like, we also want to make it really explicit what is the most helpful thing for us and to also just find some way to thank people for doing that. We've been experimenting with Gleam campaigns to literally be like, dude, these actions will help us the most. And also, hey, if you want to like participate in some raffles, like get some cool giveaways, like just tying those things together. So we started to experiment with this as like hopefully like a richer way to be like, dude, doing this would be so helpful for us. And like hopefully we can just give you things that are rewarding like the actions that are like the most useful to us right now. So it's a bit of a interesting experiment for us. But so far, we've been pretty excited to see like a lot of new people participating, and even just being like, "Oh, that's what is useful for you." So we have two Gleam campaigns that are going to be running. One you might have seen on our social media already, is running right now, and this is one that's going to be going over the course of the month. And we're pretty much just saying like, dude, we are at NextFest. It's super exciting, and we're an indie game, and this is a big moment for us. And also, games are getting really expensive and costing like $80 a pop. We're not going to be in that spot, but thank you for your support. Can we buy you one of those crazy expensive games? So if you want a game that's up to $100, that's the prize to three lucky winners in our, our Gleam campaign. So there's going to be some different events you can take, and then at the end of the month, you're going to be drawing three winners for that, and that's pretty fun and pretty exciting for us to do because we're just like, dude, we're out here now. We're out. We're going to be live just like all. So we're pretty excited about that. And there's going to be another one that is coming up not too far away, which is a second Gleam campaign that is really around all the action happening at NextFest. So this is going to be like daily different events, which is like, hey, here's some of our social media from the day. Please help us spread the word, like and subscribe. Social media is kind of just this algorithmic jungle. I think so many of the creators in the chat have firsthand experience
Yeah.
with it. And the difference of just having the floor of our likes go from 10 to 20 to 30 to 50 is actually huge for other people finding it when they scroll. So we're trying to literally just dial it right in and be like, here's the daily set of posts, like those, share those for entries to get an early access key to Voyagers of Nera. Literally this week, we were like, oh man, we really have to formalize this now and start building out like this better database of all these early access keys and previous winners. We got to centralize the documentation. So we're excited to do more stuff like this soon. What even is the algorithm? Low key, actually, kind of the curse. Uh, Beldane, welcome, welcome. Thank you for following. Thank you guys, Nikki, and so many others. Honestly, like this is something that we're going to be sharing in fancy ad form soon. Speaking of social media to like and reshare, we've actually crossed 100,000 wish lists, which is nuts, which is
Really
insane,
cool.
which is really really cool. And you know that there's still a lot of survival crafting games out there that are way big, and there are no guarantees and stuff. But really, a lot of that has been off of the backs of your guys' support and you guys sharing the word and playtesting. Yeah, it's really cool in like a holy crap, is this number real? That's just like so many human beings. And also like, okay, but like we still got the hill to attack, you know, that's sort of the split we feel. So thank you guys so much for helping spread the word because it's really made a huge difference having you guys play the game, actually give us that feedback and tell your communities about it and your friends about it has been really huge. And we're just, I don't know, trying to crack all the neighboring, I guess. And sort of like the next wave out for us. So thank you guys. Hopefully this gives some structure and game plan for how we want to do that. But no, thank you guys. I really, when we share that more broadly, we really hope that will feel like a holy crap, we're doing it together, guys moment for all of us in the Discord, especially. So really excited to share that with all the folks who aren't in this chat. I think actually in the next few days we have that post scheduled. So thank you. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Yeah, Cheery is very excited. Sorry, I got excited, revealed that early, but Cheery's been excited. We've been sitting on that one for a little bit now and just waiting for the moment to share that. Scrolling further down and getting over to Steph's neck of the woods, it has been super. Foxy, Foxy Nix, really excited to have you guys as part of the journey.
Yeah.
We sorry. Hang on, Steph.
Yeah, come on, let
Before
me
we go over
talk.
to your stuff, one more time. I do want to take a little moment just to have this as a special shout out because I forgot to do it at the start of the stream. Is at the top of our patch notes right here. I have to actually. Oh, we have to click on it, don't we?
At the top of our patch notes, attention,
Yeah,
save
can you
data.
click on that? I realize I'm not the streamer. And then can you go to the localization section real
Yeah.
quick? I really wanted to just take an extra little moment to thank Ali Cantina, Daywork, Violetta. They have been volunteering a ton of their time and their effort off playtest to literally just look through a giant spreadsheet of translations and helping me correct my 2 C's that I got in Spanish level of Spanish and improve the translations for the whole game. So it has been so crazy helpful. They refused any kind of like we were like, dude, can we like pay you or something? Like this is so far beyond just like writing us a bug report, which we also appreciate. Like that's already a huge ask for people, and we're really really grateful and thankful for that. So speaking of part of the journey, it really is like a shared journey. Playtesting is a huge part of development. Translating a huge portion of our game is definitely a huge part of development.
Huge.
Thank you guys so much for all the support. It's really awesome. Okay, sorry.
Well
We've
said.
been in we've been in development craziness, and so Steph is going to share a bunch of the stuff that we've just pushed out to our alpha playtesters this Monday, and a bunch of the stuff we just pushed out yesterday. So let's take a look.
Yeah. Yeah, so we pushed out a big, this is I think we posted a message in Discord, but this is kind of our hopeful NextFest build. So if everything goes well, which I guess we'll see by end of day today because we're still working through some big bugs. If everything goes well, though, this is the build that players will play on in that live demo when we launch NextFest, which is really exciting. We're closer than we've ever been. And so it's a little bit of a step back for the alpha, unfortunately, because you guys normally get to play a bunch more of the game and play the other biomes. Also, thanks for the follows, Green Scatty, Lilac88, and Goodwill Gaming. But normally you get to play the extra biomes, but we've clamped down a lot of that content to exactly what demo players are going to be playing, so we can hopefully best focus on what are bugs, issues, feedback maybe that we could act on, just for the same type of content that they're going to be seeing. So thanks everybody for being willing to do that. I know it's a real bummer to not be able to go to the reef. I know everyone's really anxiously awaiting the Greatwood. I swear they'll come to the alpha. But for right now, we are just capped to level 8 in the Embrace. And I thank everybody for testing that. We tried to add a lot of things, especially knowing NextFest was coming, that we thought would really hopefully improve the experience, like localizations, as Michael mentioned. Well, these people have been helping us a lot with the Spanish translations. We also have language support for Chinese, French, German, Japanese, Korean, Portuguese, and Spanish. So we actually have a lot of languages available, which hopefully is going to be really awesome and really help people who, like, we have a very broad, actually, I think, international audience. So hopefully it will really help people actually be able to go through the game and have a good experience playing through it and understand more of what's happening in the game too. And if not, hopefully they'll give us feedback.
Yes. Thank you. That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, you cut out, Michael?
Please let us know, because I would love the feedback. It is primarily me at the moment, just running around trying to spot fix and bug fix, literally changing strings. Bit of a funny. It's not like the CEO job description I had in mind, but if that's how I can actually make the game better, then I'm very happy to do it. But I'm not well qualified for this. So if you are a gamer that plays in one of these languages, would love the feedback. Thank you.
Yes. Awesome. We also added a photo mode, or kind of. We had ambitions for adding a really, really cool photo mode with all these frames and filters and other stuff, but that didn't pan out. But we have a really awesome hotkey to, you can press P and it will instantly take a screenshot without any of the UI, and it will also take an up-res screenshot, so it'll be higher quality than what you could take normally with like normal print screen or normal like Steam screenshot. So that's really cool. It will save to your save files, but that's been really cool. And actually, we also updated the intro experience, and we'll probably play through that today. I think we plan to load up the build a little bit, just like run around. So if anyone hasn't seen the new intro with all the cool sounds, we'll showcase that for you. We have done a lot of changes to combat. We've been getting a lot of feedback about this too. So thanks everybody who's been playing and giving lots of feedback, especially really thoughtful feedback. There's a lot of people in the Discord that have been really awesome, like Harry Plotter and Prongs and Synctra. There's like, I mean, there's so many, it's too many to name. Yeah, Alpha Prime. Yeah. So many people have been really
helpful.
Yeah, so helpful, giving such thoughtful feedback. So we really appreciate it. Combat's definitely been something we've been trying to crank on for a while and has a lot of needs and different people and different player types. So we really appreciate hearing from everybody. We've been doing some big changes to our hunger system, and we actually just pushed some updates to it last night, both based off feedback that we had, but also feedback that you guys shared too once you played the new versions of it. Whereas like a little like kind of like not rewarding, or like why would I even eat, or like why do I eat unless I can get 100% full. So we have some changes coming for that, that I guess came for that last night. So hopefully that's a little more engaging. New cute spirits. Oh my god, I love this fucking what's up. This is so funny to me for some reason. I don't know why.
You're welcome.
So we've got new spirit models that are really cute. We've added new building props to fill out the early decoration catalog. We actually, even based off of feedback in the Discord, added some like textures to some things that were looking to placeholders. So all of the building kit is hopefully updated and in a really good spot. I mean, it's kind of like, I mean, this is probably one of our smaller patches, I feel like, in a way, but there's still so much stuff in here, including, this is what blew my mind a little bit, this like huge list of bug fixes. We tried so hard to burn down as many bugs as we can. We fixed, I think, at least 10 or 15 bugs in the patch that we also sent out last night. So this is, I think, just the list from Monday.
Yeah, till Monday. And we really need the Helldivers meme, you know.
You get a little spirit doing that, you know, with an explosion in the background.
A lot of love for the spirits. Are the new spirit models including new colors? They're all blue. They don't
yet, yeah. We hope to expand that eventually. And actually, we hope to really bring back, I don't know if we'll ever have them fully, you know, modifying the crafting stations like they were before. But we love some of the theming of that, especially for like things that are magical theme stations or stations that might require like sanctuary power to be powered. So we actually do kind of, I think, want to bring them back visually, and to maybe on something like the kiln, you'll see like a little fire themed looking spirit guy helping kind of work the kiln. So we definitely hope to bring back those elements because we thought that they were really fun and unique, but we don't have them in yet. TBD on that.
So this is a bunch of the changes that we brought out on Monday.
Well,
what about some of the changes that
I want spirits to get outfits? Sorry, I got distracted by that question in chat.
What about the changes that went out on Wednesday? It's back on the Miro.
Oh, wait, back on there. Oh, you did it. You pasted them. Thank you.
I mean, you wrote them.
It's tag team. Yeah, so we added, as I mentioned, especially as we shipped the build out Monday. Also, sorry if you can hear my dog in the background. He's going nuts. But the build we shipped out Monday, you guys caught a lot of bugs, gave a lot of feedback. So we really tried to focus on what are the things that are really impactful that we can hit without risking the game too much and without invalidating save data and without creating any kind of like extra bugs. So we tried to fix as many things as we could. Yes, we like replaced the icons. Like I mentioned, we updated those construction platforms, floors, and stairs, so they all have textures and they're more consistent now. We introduced resolution scaling so that your experience can be more tailored, and we also updated the defaults too, so you're on some more reasonable resolution scale. So we'll hopefully make your performance actually better at a baseline. Fixed a bunch of collision issues with the bridge on the way to one of the spirits, the Embrace. We fixed some like art that was kind of like not working correctly on the building kit. We made the mounting plaque actually craftable now, so hopefully you can actually make that, which is exciting. We fixed a bunch of holes in the map. We fixed some issues where players were losing save data if they were clients leaving So thanks, especially everyone. I know it's really hard to like diagnose save data issues. So everyone that reports those, thanks you so much, because they're so hard to catch, and it's so helpful when people report them, and make time to send us the save data or talk to us about exactly what happened, because some of these are really tricky to nail down. So thank you so much. We fixed the spear not motion warping when you were actually on your first attack in attack in the combo. We fixed people being able to break through the tutorial wall because there was like a hole where you could squeeze through, so people were missing the first tutorial spirit. Performance issues. Tools being really weird looking when you're gathering underwater. I mentioned the hunger changes too, but we added some more kind of functionality there, so hopefully it's a little more engaging to eat at the different levels. But yeah, so just tons of changes. So if you patch today, I think that patch, oh my God, what is time? Yeah, the patch went out last night.
Yeah, yesterday.
Literally last night, I was like at my computer getting it ready. So this went out last night. So if you played on Monday but haven't played since or haven't patched, I would definitely catch these updates because we would love to get extra testing on them, love to get your feedback. So it'd be really awesome. So if you patch right now, you should have these updates. I think that's it. Did we hit the end of the board? Did we do it?
I think we hit the end of the board.
Is it time to go into the video game?
Let's go into the video game, but we could. I talked too long. Sorry, we can only do it for 10 minutes, and we're happy to answer questions. We'll just merge it with some Q&A so that we still have some time to actually do our giveaway at the end.
Oh, right. I forgot. I keep forgetting about the giveaway, which will make everyone really sad. Also, for people that have entered since we started, we are doing a giveaway at the end of the stream. I'm going to start my data over, actually, so everyone can see the intro.
Yes. I can just join on you. You don't need to give me the invite.
Can I turn the volume a little bit? Okay, is everybody ready? We're gonna hit start.
Welcome, Pavel.
Oh yeah, I guess it's not gonna do the, I forgot, character creators first. So something actually we also added in this recent patch, I think, if you haven't played either the current alpha or played in a little bit, is the ability to randomize your character in the character creator, which I think has been really fun. There's some like quirks that we still want to work out with it, because obviously I think some people have seen that like not all of the sometimes like the tattoos don't match up, and some stuff like that. So we'll keep hammering on that so it's a little bit better. But we added this, character customization, randomization, which is really fun, I think. It's definitely made me play a lot of different types of characters, actually, that I don't know if I would have like made by default. So I've personally really appreciated it. But you do have to sometimes do a little tweaking to get it all consistent. So we'll fix that. Actually looks pretty cool, though. We also made the cursor work in the character creator again on the first launch, which is really great. That was one of the bug fixes we got in.
Yeah, oh, that means you can play with hair physics.
Yeah. Actually, should I put on a cooler hairstyle?
No, get into the intro.
I love this hairstyle, though. Okay, I'll get in the intro.
Yeah.
Hopefully people can hear the game.
Yes.
So question, can we get some more hair options? Yes, we can, and we are working on that right now. It won't be in for NextFest, but we are working on that. So hopefully we'll have some new hair options in some of our future patches. Oh, my graphics are low. Shoot. Didn't know. This still looks pretty cool.
It does still look pretty good. It's surprising that it looks this good on low.
My bad. That means you'll be really excited when you go see it on high settings on your end. So that was intentional, actually, you know.
Lower those expectations.
Oh, not that. Hi. Whoop, whoop. Oh, there we go.
Hey, welcome, Arcane James. It's me.
It's you. Just a naked guy. So yeah, definitely though, any other questions you have, I guess we're gonna kind of walk around, show the new stuff, but if you have questions. Epic Resolution has officially been stolen from me. Yes, I'm so sorry. There are a lot of people playing on Epic that needed to not be, and it was really messing with our performance data, and a lot of people are giving feedback, oh, like, the game runs so bad. What settings are you on? Epic. What graphics card do you have? I don't know, like a 1060. I'm like, please, God, you cannot do this to us. So we had to remove it. We'll optimize it. We'll bring it back someday. What kind of specs does the PC you're using now have, I wish I knew better off the top of my head. I think I have like a 4060 graphics card. I don't remember what processor I have, but it's a pretty strong one. This is our developer machine. So my machine is, I mean, there's still players with better specs than me, but it's definitely supposed to be a high-spec machine. Sorry, Billy, with the low graphics.
it was
I changed
epic
it
on the
now.
1060, and they were not alone. It was very costly.
We had a lot of data that said people were trying to do that.
Yeah, like an overwhelming number of people with
Oh,
pretty
let me,
low-end specs just going straight to epic.
I'm gonna modify my stream cropping a little bit so you can see also the new HUD elements a little bit better. Though we're covering half of it too. Hello.
They call me Fabio.
Oh my god. I need to get my chat back on my screen. 1 sec, sorry.
He used to go to a sushi place right by where I used to live all the time.
Woo.
I would see him, and he would be huge and jacked, and I'd be like, "Is that Fabio?" And I saw him enough times. I was like, "Oh yeah, it is Fabio."
Will there be a double jump? I often struggled to jump high enough when playing the demo a few weeks ago. Our current plan is no. Unfortunately, though, we're open to bringing it back, or maybe as a spirit ability. It was a little difficult for us from a level design perspective to have a consistent double jump, though we could modify the jump height a little bit too. I don't think we're against that. We've actually done that a few times based off of feedback. It's just that double jump could be a little problematic gameplay wise.
Green Scotty, two things, since you were playing the demo a while ago, two things that I would tease, I guess. The first is that you can build anywhere, so that helps mitigate some of that. I know it's not quite the same feel, but the actual verticality bit that we like work toward is in the reef. There are giant air geysers and gliders, so verticality changes quite a bit when you get to the second biome.
Yes, definitely true. But also, if there's any areas that are just hard to navigate to with like normal traversal, definitely let us know. Because sometimes it's intentional, right? Sometimes it's like a puzzle, like you have to build up there. But sometimes it's unintentional, and it's just an area that, because our world is handcrafted, sometimes we make a bad.
You know, you're looking a little jittery between having your Streamlabs and the stream.
I could lower the graphics a little bit, maybe. I know it's kind of hard. I think
you could probably just drop the resolution scale. Another handy dandy feature we have now.
I did do it already.
Okay, all right, fine.
I think if I go too much lower, it'll look a little funny.
We should have been streaming on the not
impenetrable. Oh my god, yeah, that's so smart. The performance on our test builds, like that we develop on, is actually like a lot worse than the builds that you play on.
Way worse, because it's just running so many other processes that aren't necessary for the shipping game, are really useful for us in terms of like figuring out when something is happening, like all this telemetry and stuff in the background. And this is part of like the Unreal feature set, but like God, it's like the frame time, what like 10 milliseconds or something difference.
Questions in the chat, actually, a few. So one, mantling might be ideal as well, or did I miss it? Mantling is also something we've gotten a lot of requests on. Similarly, I think it's a pretty huge feature to develop, and we have a lot of questions about like how does that impact kind of the overall design of the game and like the level design. So we're not ready to pull the trigger on that yet. But definitely a lot of people have requested it, and I would like it personally because I think it's a fun feature. I loved climbing games, but we got to figure out kind of how that works in our game first.
Yeah.
But it's on our feature upvote board.
Yeah. Oh yes. We do have a public feature upvote board that is like, hey, what are some like the hot topics that you feel like would be the biggest ways to improve the game? And we actually had a ton of traffic on that in the December demo and knocked out a good chunk of those issues. But I think like climbing and stuff like that is still a great example of ones where we're actually like, hey, saw this, like this is how we're approaching it for now. Like if it ends up still being an issue, give us feedback again. So would love more feedback. Actually, we gotta remember to plug that really hard when we go out to the Steam NextFest.
Yeah. Another question was, is this stuff on the new demo you pushed out recently? So this is currently, this is closest to our alpha build. Some of the content even on this is a little different because we're playing on our development build, but this is closest to what's on the alpha, which is going to be our NextFest demo. is not on the live demo. So if you're playing on the Voyagers app, this should be pretty close. But if you're playing on the Voyagers of Nera demo app, it'll be a little behind. Some of the changes are in though, like the new building kit is in. Some of these new cool like berry bushes and stuff are in.
But
So
if you wait
close.
to play after tomorrow, like midday, this will be updated. The public Steam demo build will be updated.
Yes.
To include all these things.
Will there be built-in modding options? That is another thing we're not currently planning. And then actually, unfortunately, we're not like philosophically against modding or anything like that. I would say. I think even we
really
think it's
like
cool.
modding.
Yeah. But we didn't develop the game with modding in mind. And so that would actually be really, really, really difficult to go back and do. And it's not, you know, I think it is a very popular, but actually not very highly used feature. So we do have some interest in doing that someday, but it's probably pretty far down the pipe. And I think we'd have to be pretty confident that the current game is like fun and good before we go to move to that.
Yeah, I mean, just generally philosophically for a moment, like we're very player feedback oriented in general. It's like, hey, we have these game plans, we want to test them against like real experience out in the wild. Modding it is in a lot of ways is just like the super mega players directly helping like make the game richer and better. So that's really cool. It's a lot of it is just like, what is the complexity of that? Is there a way we can do that that is like smart without like also jeopardizing breaking the game and all sorts of stuff? So there's a lot more complexity there, but philosophically we would think it's really dope.
Mm-hmm.
Next time, Ryan, our game director, he's been on the stream before talking specifically about some of our mod like thought process and what it would take to actually do it. A great topic to bring up with him again, because I know it's something we've been like excited about, but it just doesn't make sense. Priority. Frozen. Missing a couple other things.
Yeah, there's a
Crab and shark.
Yes, crab and shark skins would be really cool for the skimmer. We are working
Skins in
on
general.
some concepts for some skimmer skins. So maybe we'll have some more updates on that in the future. So far, my only real gripe with the current build is how my boat keeps getting attacked by sharks that I managed to swing wide to avoid, but they still hit me from 10 to 15 away. That's good feedback that I don't think we've seen yet. If you would post that on the Discord, that would be really awesome, because we've been trying to keep an eye on that. We've been tweaking a little bit their kind of AI and their range and stuff, especially trying to fix issues where like we actually want them to kind of prioritize the boat or the player, and sometimes they can hit both, and sometimes that makes sense and sometimes it doesn't. So I would love if you would post that. That would be really helpful, because we'll definitely keep working on that. Which time zone is that midday update? Michael, do you know?
Sorry, I was reading Melody Rose's question, but Cherry's already answered it. What was it? What would you?
What time, or I guess what time/time zone is the update tomorrow? Or do we want to not reveal that? It's a little variable maybe, depending on like
okay.
how well we can get the build out, but...
Yeah, so literally there's a bug fix actively investigating. There's some members of the team right now that are like actively war rooming it. Our hope is to push the build at 8 a.m. Pacific tomorrow, but you're gonna see both in Discord and from actually seeing the download appear in Steam whether or not that timeline is able to land. A lot of it depends on how testing goes today. So if you want to know the exact timing, join our Discord, and then you'll be able to see it there.
Yeah, we'll definitely announce it when it's out.
Yeah.
Oh, we do need to
like a dev mode to just build and enjoy building aspects of the game. When we launch into early access, we're planning on a couple different sort of like server option settings. There's like it's a mix between like what can we just like fully expose, like how doable is that for us, and then also just like it might be easier in some ways just to come up with a couple of presets. But I think there's definitely ones that are like less on the survival aspects and more on the building side that have been requested really frequently. So we're pretty likely to have like one of those settings, one of those profiles kind of work for that.
We probably have time for maybe one or two more questions, and then we probably need to switch over to the giveaway, which is still happening at the end of the stream.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Now you're reminding me. Will there be difficulty options? Oh, kind of similar. We're going to be having a couple different files where you can tune some of those things. Yeah, totally get that. Like, survival crafting is an awesome spot to have like a flexible way to like make it work for you and your group of friends. So that totally makes sense to us. We just always the same deal, balancing it with how much we're able to achieve in time. Okay, now I need to read in real time Cheery's instructions for how to do a giveaway.
Oh yeah, I think I just need to click the link.
Streaming is hard.
One sec. One moment. I think I just need to click the link. And then.
Oh, not sure if anyone. I'm scrolling.
Oh, will we? I can't read all of it. Will we get controller support? It looks like. Will we get controller layout settings update for mapping controls? We definitely plan to. Thanks, Prongs, also for bumping that. We definitely plan to introduce controller support in the future. We will try to do it by early access. That is definitely our goal. But I don't have a better update for you now, other than we will try to do it by early access.
Yeah. A lot of people want controller support. I think it's super valuable for us to be able to provide that. It's pretty high on our list on the backlog for early access. NextFest won't have it. Yeah.
Cool. What do we want our entry text to be?
Exclamation mark giveaway?
Oh, we could do that.
Yeah.
Message must.
I see someone already doing that. Thank you, Flames. Welcome to the chat.
It's too early though. Don't do it yet.
Okay, you'll have to type it in again. But thank you.
Gotta remember how to do this.
Playtimes don't move between the Steam apps, which is a pain in the butt. So if you want to provide that review, then you'll have to just say it in a review. Okay.
Are we ready to start? It's not started yet, so we'll get.
Okay.
Also, if Cheery's in the chat, make sure I set it up right. We're giving away one key, right?
Hand. Time out.
Oh, you're telling them to time out. Oh, you're telling me to time out. I was like, what am I doing?
No, you go ahead. A bunch of people are already exclamation giving away.
Don't type it yet. It's not. I haven't started it. It's doing nothing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
now you can type exclamation mark giveaway.
Hi, Luna Jess.
Y'all are silly.
So funny. Hi, Tasery. Hi, Joe. Welcome.
Welcome.
Oh, so funny.
I was like, please stop. Please stop. And also try to do it only once, I think, because I don't know. Sometimes I notice the number gets a little funny. So I just don't want to make sure anyone gets lost.
There's no way that they don't like
know.
proof it for that, right?
I don't trust
Hi,
it.
RP Gamer. Welcome.
Well, also sometimes Twitch has like a spam timeout too, so just be careful.
Oh, okay. So funny. Oh, it cracked me up so bad.
And I was like, wait, don't do it yet. Look at all the people.
I know, we got a bunch of new first-time chatters.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you guys so much.
Hopefully you enjoyed the rest of the stream. Everyone's too excited, yeah.
If game devs try to be Twitch streamers, like, you'd think
it's not Voyagers,
for the amount of streams that we watch, that would help us know how to do this, and it doesn't.
Also, the stream elements notification is wrong. Do not type in exclamation Voyagers. Type in exclamation giveaway. I can't type
Prongs,
it.
No.
I think Prongs did both, so they're fine. Woohoo, welcome, more first time chatters.
No concern, welcome.
That's a funny name.
Hugh. H-U.
It's time to start screaming. I've been screaming the whole week. That's the secret.
We're feeling pretty good. A little loosey-goosey, a little sleep-deprived, perhaps, but
I know, I'm very bummed that my Amazon order for these like Starbucks energy drinks didn't get here yet. Kind of a bummer.
God, dude.
Arriving today. I was gonna make coffee, but my milk went bad. So I can't make coffee. I'm not drinking black coffee. I'm not that desperate.
What? Black coffee's the best. Melody
Michael
Rose,
only
that's
drinks black coffee. It's
I only
unhinged.
drink black coffee. Best part was seeing a CEO play a game.
He's
He's
people
like,
too.
that seems like a low bar. Welcome. You subscribed earlier. I still don't know how to name. SHLLR
Yeah.
and
Ronald?
Shell Ronald?
Shell Ronald?
Reynolds? 89. Welcome.
Oh, I got a follow from Pony Flare. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome, guys. Gonna be doing more giveaways. Oh, okay. While we're doing this is a great chance to share. Next week is obviously going to be a very exciting, interesting moment for us. We're also going to be on deck in case other bug fixes happening, trying to jump into as many chats as possible and joining in streams. And, overall, we just want to kind of soak in like this moment of seeing people play the game. So hopefully we'll be extra active in chat and stuff like that. And you can always find us in Discord. We're also going to be trying to do a couple more things on Twitch ourselves. So maybe some more giveaways, plugging that Gleam campaign again. And also just hopefully with new people coming in, just being like, hey, what's up? Like, here's our team. We love actually being active and just talking about development and just kind of being really open about it, because that's just like the style that we've really enjoyed. So look out for those. Cheery's going to share some more info, sort of like Twitch schedule this week coming pretty soon. NJ's Finest coming in with the right under the wire. Why don't we give it another... We need a live stream with the artists, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've last had like Andrew and Mitch and Kyle on here. Kyle was on a building stream just last week that, if you haven't seen, really cool inside look, building the Lego kits that are our building system, and also just like the hands-on like intersection between like engineering and art. It's really, really cool.
Yeah.
But we will definitely get the artists back on here just as soon as they're not so dying from business.
Yeah, we've been trying to like shield everybody a little bit from, because I'm sure, especially as a lot of our streamers in chat know, streaming is honestly kind of exhausting, and it takes a lot of time to like, prep content for it and get ready, and like it takes away from like your normal work too. And so we've been trying to shield them a little bit in this really busy time. So that's why you just get us.
Yeah, we're the extroverts. I guess we're the designated extroverts.
We're the filler content.
Illusion, welcome. All right.
Are we ready to hit the button? Yeah,
5,
I'm gonna wait at least till the
4, 3, 2, 1.
Get winners.
Was it?
Oh, and there's an extra countdown.
Oh wait, what? Oh, that's lame.
Reiki T, long time player and chatter. It's Reiki T. You have won an early access key for the game. Yay! That's awesome. I love when it goes to someone who's been in the community a long time. That makes me really happy.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the support. Congrats on a copy of the game. Cheery, before we forget, please write that down. Write it down.
Write that down. Did y'all just call yourselves the filler content? Well, I did.
We are
Michael
the filler content.
Oh, just kidding. Michael content.
Did. It's true. Congratulations. Please tune in for the next one. But we're going to get back to fixing some bugs, and then hope to see you guys in some of the chats and the PC Gaming Show trailer and the Women-Led Game trailer shows in the next couple days. So we'll see you over there.
Yeah, thanks everybody. It's so fun chatting every time. When's the next stream? I don't know. 2 weeks? Usually we do every 2 weeks.
Cheery, when's the next stream we're doing?
Cheery.
Put you on the spot. When's the next stream?
Help. Oh yeah, because I guess we're trying to do some like in the middle streams too.
Yeah. It's gonna be next week sometime. We're gonna do some kind of stream.
Might be me again. Hopefully, definitely if you're not in our Discord already, but hopefully you are. We definitely post events every time we do our streams, so that's the right place to be if you want to see when the next stream is.
Thank you, Sarah Vera, our angel on our shoulder. Positive self-talk.
No, let me down-talk myself.
All right, we got an Tuesday, so that's as close as we know right now. So
official.
Look out for the news on socials, and then we're going to share info about those Gleam campaigns. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for helping support us. We're going to be pushing a ton of social media and stuff. So any help in getting the word out, sharing and liking and retweeting, and playing the demo come Monday will be hugely, hugely appreciated. Thank you guys so much. And we will talk to you really soon. We'll be in Discord kind of nonstop over a week and a half. So even more than usual. So just message us in there.
Awesome.
All right.
Thanks
Thanks,
everybody.
guys.
We're out.
Bye-bye.